You've reached the SeaBank Chronicles, a natural sound theater transporting you through the living science of Southeast Alaska. Produced by the Alaska Sustainable Fisheries Trust. This is Beth, your radio operator. We live in extraordinary times where science and mystery meet in a swiftly changing world. To enter the SeaBank Chronicles, just keep listening. Logbook 1, Transmission 1, Refuge. If you're listening, you've made it to the SeaBank, a rain-drenched nook of North Pacific ocean and earth where ecological riches find refuge. A bank in and of the sea. Human lives are built on this bank's dividends. Livelihoods in fishing and tourism, products from forest and sea, recreation, art, and the good health that time in nature brings. You've made it to Southeast Alaska, ancestral lands of the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian people. But where are you exactly? Open your pack and pull out a contour map. Find the west coast of North America, then zero in on the Gulf of Alaska. Draw a pencil mark at 54 degrees latitude at Dixon Entrance and another at 60 degrees near Yakutat. These are your boundaries, north and south. Next, place a finger just off the continental shelf, that faint band of earthly crust descending into the tides. Here is the westernmost edge of the SeaBank, an underwater domain where secret currents bubble, mixing nutrient-rich debris from the deep with terrestrial minerals to nourish microscopic plant life drifting across the ocean. Can you get a read on what those tiny plants are doing? They're harvesting sunlight, spinning carbon dioxide and water into sugar, a feast of nutritious carbohydrates to support all life in the sea. Take a look around. Halibut, black cod, and salmon are gathering to feed and grow. Fishing boats are pulling their own living from the sea. Now to the east. Slide a finger inland to a high-rise realm of ice and snow held aloft by the Coast Range and St. Elias Mountains. Do you see the glaciers flowing? Breathtaking blue views live here, yes, but also reservoirs of fresh, clean water for rivers and streams, a safeguard against drought, a breath of icy wind to temper the planet's rising heat. Between highest mountain and deepest sea lies a forest. This forest is refreshingly cool in summer, mild in winter. It's lashed by wind and rain and splashed with sunlight. This isn't a tropical rainforest like those near the equator, but a coastal temperate rainforest, an ecological rarity arising closer to the poles and only when a special set of conditions align. The SeaBank forest is among the rarest because it feeds and is fed by salmon, a wild and silvery nation endlessly bound for home. Where rivers and ocean meet, find estuaries, way stations for nascent aquatic life. Draw a circle to contain it all and step inside the SeaBank. Not a brick-and-mortar institution with tellers and a drive-up window, but one built of water and trees. A portfolio of ancient ecological riches that sustain and protect human life. The SeaBank has a storied past as cradle for human lives and livelihoods going back at least 10,000 years. And now it's on the brink of an important future. Scientists see these lands and waters as an impending climate refuge. Let's dive in and find out why. The SeaBank has a high level of what scientists call ecosystem integrity, the self-sustaining ability to persist and thrive. Its forests are so old, so large, and so intact bigger by far than any other national forest in the United States, they stand resilient, providing safe harbor for an untamed web of plant and animal species, with over 70,000 human lives stitched into its fabric. As the global climate continues to change, the SeaBank will increasingly become a stronghold. Data shows that while northern latitudes are warming rapidly, the pace in southeast Alaska is slower than nearby regions, thanks to the moderating influence of ocean waters. Species that struggle to carry on in hotter, drier places might find a place to endure here in what science calls a refugium. Does this mean the SeaBank doesn't need protection? No. Many species, including salmon, are still threatened by accelerating environmental shifts. It's more imperative than ever to keep Southeast Alaska wild and resilient for local salmon populations and others who might find sanctuary here in the future. It looks like we're losing signal. No doubt you have unanswered questions. What conditions align for this rainforest to form? What indigenous words describe this place? How can you protect this climate refuge? Stay tuned for future transmissions of the SeaBank Chronicles. Until then, visit the alaskatrust.org/podcast for a map of the SeaBank and data on its extraordinary potential. Gunish Chish to the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian people for stewarding these lands and waters since a time beyond human memory, and for sharing them with all who make the SeaBank home. When in doubt, keep listening to the places where science and mystery meet.